Great. Now, continuing on the theme of data and data analysis, etc., sales intelligence made simple. So Omar, who's the co-founder and CEO of ProperBird, is going to help them talk about how data can help drive the performance of marketplaces and PropTech around the world.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Simon, for having me. I'm super happy to be here. Ed, thank you for leaving the stage at such a high note. And to kick things off with something a little interactive, I'd like to start with a quiz and hear how it works. I'll show you a picture of a business, and you try to tell me which is the main revenue stream for that business. Easy, right? Let's get started. A bakery in Paris. What's the main revenue stream for a bakery in Paris? Croissant. What about a pizzeria in Napoli? That's easy. Pizzas. What about a jewelry store? What's sparkling on their balance sheet? It's diamonds. Got the hang of it? Let's switch gears. What about a property portal? What's the main revenue stream here? It's their listings. For the past 20 years, those leading real estate portals have generated more than 80% of their revenues from their listings business. So a listings business to a property portal is just as important as croissants are to a bakery, pizzas to a pizzeria, and diamonds for a jewelry store. So if you're not focusing on your listings business day in and day out, then you should probably have a chat with your strategy department. Now you may say, well, all of those platforms have also considered other services such as mortgages. Yes, they did. But they've never lost focus from their main listings business. At the end of the day, your listings business will probably finance those other side projects that you want to experiment with. So instead of focusing on launching the next new feature, first make sure that your listings business is up to par. At the end of the day, it drives 80% of your revenue. In essence, most of the platforms have a similar flywheel, so to say, that grows their listings business. And it always starts with the listings. The more listings you have, the more traffic you generate, the more money you can make. Listings, traffic, money. It's simple. Now keep that in mind for the rest of the presentation. And now I want to show you strategies where you can actually grow your business and focus on your listings. And here there are two main strategies: the hunting strategy and the farming strategy. The hunting strategy is all about new customers. The goal here is to acquire new customers that are not yet working for your portal. The farming strategy is all about your existing clients. It's about maximizing the value that you can generate out of your existing clients. To sum up, hunting is the strategy to increase your customer base, while farming is the strategy to increase your ARPA. While here in Southeast Asia, we might be still in the hunting phase due to the novelty of the property portal business. European and Australian markets have already shifted their focus to the farming phase. Now let's take a look at the steps for both of those strategies from a perspective of a sales representative. Irrespective of which strategy you wish to focus on, whether it's hunting or farming, you go through the same steps. And it all starts with data collection, whether it's internal data or external data. Then, as a sales representative, you move on to some sort of analysis: market share, listing count, customers. Then you have to prioritize your tasks. Since in business time is very tight, a sales representative needs to understand what tasks they should actually focus on. And here it is very crucial for every business to be able to identify and rank all of the opportunities based on the expected outcome for the business. And after having this clear overview of what I, as a sales representative, need to do, I can actually start doing sales, whether it's an email campaign or direct contact with the real estate agents. And to make this more tangible, I've translated those into questions that I, as a real estate agent or as a sales representative, would have to go through in order to proceed with my sales process. In the hunting process, where I want to hire new agents, I go ahead and ask myself, well, who are the agents that are active on the market? In the next step, I ask myself, okay, who of those agents are not yet working with my portal? And then I try to identify the high potential agents so I can focus my time on them. When I have this clear list, I'll go ahead and do my sales. Now let's look at farming. And let me remind you that the farming strategy is all about maximizing the value that you get from your existing customers. And in this case, it's about ensuring that all listings that your existing customers have on other platform are also posted on your platform. And here you start off as a sales representative by asking, okay, what are the listings that my existing agents have on my platform? Then in the next step, you ask yourself, okay, what are the listings that my existing agents have on other platforms, but not yet on mine? And then, again, you try to prioritize and pinpoint those extremely valuable listings that would add value to your inventory. After that, you can start calling up the agent. The point I want to make here is that you're forcing your sales representative to go through all of those steps before doing any revenue-generating activity. And if you'd look at the time spent on each of those steps, you'd quickly realize that most of the time is spent on data collection, analysis, and prioritization. It's like running a bakery in Paris, but instead of focusing your time on crafting your exquisite croissant, you're out there in the farm, growing wheat, then milling it into flour before starting to bake it. And that shouldn't be the case. For the past 2 years, we've been helping our clients to focus on their sales activities by providing them with automated analysis to help them focus on what they do best. Our clients include Immobiliare in Italy, Immowelt in Germany, and Celoger in France. And who are we? We are ProperBird, and we help you get the bird's eye view over the market. How do we do that? We collect data from the leading real estate platforms, and we do that in real time. The collected data is cleansed, aggregated, and deduplicated. And this results in a unique list of agent and listings data across all platforms within a country. This simply means that we are able to A, identify all agents within a market, and B, analyze their performance across platforms, so you can take action. Whether it's to reduce multi-homing, increase your ARPA, or acquire new clients, we wish to build a decision layer on top of your listings business. In the past 2 years, we primarily focused on the data collection part to help our clients to improve their sales strategies and business intelligence. In the next, or like going forward, we would like to expand our services beyond mere data collection. As I said, we want to build a decision layer on top of your listings business. So let me show you how this could actually look like. Irrespective of which strategy you wish to focus on, whether it's hunting for new clients or farming existing clients, you'd go through the same process. You choose a strategy, you choose the location you're interested in, then you go ahead and analyze and prioritize the tasks that you need to do, and then you go ahead and do your sales. Now let's take a look at the hunting strategy, where the goal as a sales representative is to acquire new high potential agents to my portal. I go ahead and type in the location that I'm interested in, and I receive a list of agencies that are not yet working with my portal. On the first glance, I can see right away the most important KPIs for my business. For example, here I can see which platforms those agencies are most active on, and how many listings those agents are listing on average. So as a sales representative, I now have a very clear overview of which agents I should focus on and spend the most time on. Now, ARPA per year is definitely a proxy, but what I want to highlight here is that this table is based on the data that we collect on a daily basis and can be adjusted accordingly for your business needs according to any KPI that you're interested in. Now let's look at the farming side, when you want to extract more value from your existing customers. And here, let me remind you that the goal is, for me as a sales representative, to make sure that all of the listings that my agents have on other platforms are also listed on my platform. So I go ahead and type in the location that I'm interested in, and I receive a similar page or a similar table of agents that are working with me, but the focus here is on the listings gap between the listings that my existing agents have on other platforms, but not yet on my platform. So as a sales representative, I can go ahead and phone these agents, understand why they're using other platforms, and have a very direct list of things to do. And now let's circle back to the essence of our discussion here, focusing on what truly matters. Just like a bakery with its croissant, a pizzeria with its pizzas, and a jewelry store with its diamonds, a property portal's success depends on its listings business. So instead of venturing into extensive market analysis, focus on what you do best. And I'm very happy to take on any questions that you might have. We already have some tools that you can use and test out at the booth. So I'm very happy to show you what we've built so far. Thank you.
Omar, thanks for that. Got some questions for you. Isn't the question of farming, why do agents have listings on other platforms rather than ours that we don't have, instead of selecting which listings add most value?
I mean, it's both. First, you have to understand which listings are actually out there that your existing customers are choosing to post on other platforms. And then the question is, okay, how do you counter that? How do you basically work with that? But the first step is to basically be aware of this piece of information.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can you work in any market in the world?
Yes. So as of today, we are working in 15 countries. Most of them in Europe. We're now expanding to Australia. But yeah, like we're happy to get on board on any new market.
Okay. Do you plan to also scrape agents' web pages directly to see if there's any potential to win them?
We are very demand-based. So basically, depending on our customers, we would basically cater for that. The reason we decided first not to do that is because we assume that most of the listings are on the platforms already. But again, we are experts in this matter, and we would be happy to do so. The thing is that if it gets too diverse, if we kind of crawl way too many sources in a country, that might get out of hand. Okay. But we're happy to discuss.
Okay, next question is, does your solution require clear information on all agents and verified accounts? In the emerging markets, agents create new accounts every month. Can you detect and deduplicate them?
Yes, so this is actually one of our expertise, is to basically make this unique list of agents or listings, this deduplication process. Yeah, at the end of the day, we have to work with the data that we get. What we hear from our customers is that they are quite happy. So I do believe that we're able to do that. Right now, we're working on an AI to add a human into the loop in this deduplication process. So I guess we're at the forefront of it.
Okay, and do you track days on portal? How many listings come and how listings come and go as market strategies
Absolutely.
change?
Absolutely. Like this is one of the metrics that we also have, and we also we basically can track the price performance throughout the day. Does it throughout the time on market? Does it increase? Does it decrease? Any kind of analysis is possible.
Okay. Having from my perspective grown the REA group way back when. But also then working with people like Viva Real in Brazil and numerous other portals, one of the biggest challenges is knowing who your target market is. Mm-hmm. Who are the agents in the market? What listings have they got? I can't get all my sales guys to go after everyone simultaneously because it's just ridiculous. So you've got to focus them on where the big value is. In this case, who are the big agents with lots of listings that I don't have? Versus, and then in the farming, it's like, where am I going to get more value? And there's no use going to someone who's got 5 listings and trying to extract more value. When it's a case of someone who's got 500 listings, I'm going to have a much better time capturing value. So I like what you...
One thing that you'd also can think about, food for thought, is the ability to approximate the commission of the agent, because we see basically all the listings across all platforms. So as a platform looking at an agent, I can basically estimate how much money he basically generates, which is also a good piece of information to have going forward in the process.
I think in the days of where data is critical, the new oil, someone said the other day, the other day being yesterday, feels like ages ago. If data is truly the new oil and you're helping create the data through your analytics and discovery, that will then just feed really nicely into analytics engines that allow, hopefully, companies to make better decisions on deploying of resources. So, Omar, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Simon.
Excellent. Well, I'll take that. I'll shake your hand and I'll take this. Actually,
Awesome.
no, can you take that? Because
Yes,
I don't need it.
I can.
Okay.